Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm so excited for this video because we're doing a showdown of 3 cleansing balms that I've really been putting to the test. So cleansing balms, in my opinion, are a very underrated step in a skincare routine because when I cleanse normally with just a normal cleanser and I'm wearing makeup, oftentimes when I'm done cleansing, there's still traces of mascara or eyeliner on my eyes, and obviously that's not good. So enter a cleansing balm, which is a great way to just kind of melt down any sort of makeup or SPF that you're wearing. A cleansing balm really ensures that you're really getting everything off without any harsh scrubbing or rubbing or anything because it glides really seamlessly, or supposed to glide really seamlessly on your skin. And of course with the cleansing balm, I follow a double cleanse routine whenever I wear makeup. So if I go in with a cleansing balm shortly after, excuse me, Pepper. Come here, sweet boy. This little boy wants to say hello. He's like, Mommy, no cameras, please. So I guess he's just gonna chill on my lap. Like I was saying before Pepper interrupted me, I always follow up a cleansing balm with a normal cleanser afterwards. I just find that it works best for my skin. The double cleanse routine, it really works well for me when I'm wearing makeup, so it's just what I do. So as a little preface really quick, the 3 cleansing balms I'm gonna talk about are, okay Pepper, you gotta go, I'm sorry. You're so distracting. So the 3 cleansing balms that I'll be reviewing for you today and ranking include the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm, the Glow Recipe Papaya Sorbet Cleansing Balm, and also of course Farmacy Green Clean Cleansing Balm. So I also wanted to chat a little bit about the chemistry behind cleansing balms, kind of how they work, because I find the chemistry to be really cool. So cleansing balms are formulated to first apply to dry skin and kind of, what, Pepper? You wanna go outside? Y'all, this dog. All right, hopefully there are no more outbursts from my dogs. So cleansing balms are designed to basically apply to dry skin without any water on it and then emulsify with water to rinse away cleanly. And some cleansing balms do this better than others, but basically the ingredient that's really important to know here is the emulsifier. So a type of emulsifier that you probably already know is a surfactant or a surface active agent. So an important feature to know about surfactants or an emulsifier is that they have 2 components. There's a polar component and a non-polar component. And this is really, really important because oils are non-polar and water is polar. So when you have a molecule that has both of these components, a non-polar and a polar component, you can actually create an emulsion when you have this type of molecule, when you combine something oily like a cleansing balm or a cleansing oil even with water. So now let's get into the cleansing balm battle. So first up, we have the Glow Recipe Papaya Sorbet Enzyme Cleansing Balm. This cleansing balm has obviously gorgeous packaging. It has a really nice, very fresh, fruity scent to it, and the texture of it is really beautiful and really lightweight. It's like a whipped texture. If you've ever eaten sorbet, this is what it looks like. You can kind of see the texture in here. It's really soft of a texture. It's not very firm. So it does have that sorbet texture, and I will say that this kind of initial sensorial experience of opening it and like scooping it into your hand is really delightful. So from an ingredient standpoint, this is full of fruit enzymes, and fruit enzymes do have the added benefit of kind of exfoliating very gently the skin. So it's supposed to smooth and soften the skin with consistent use and also brighten the skin. I personally am not convinced that I've seen those benefits from using this cleansing balm particularly, because I use specifically overnight products that are meant to target hyperpigmentation, and I use them overnight. So just, you know, based on that alone, just based on the fact that it's an overnight treatment designed to target hyperpigmentation, I think any sort of results that I see are due to those products, not necessarily a wash-off product containing fruit enzymes. So while it doesn't really affect me, I will say that rinse-off enzymes or even rinse-off acids can be really effective for people who have really sensitive skin that can't tolerate those overnight treatments. This is really common with salicylic acid. Oftentimes you'll see a lot of acne face washes that have salicylic acid in it, and it's because it's a little bit of an added benefit of the salicylic acid in there to help with, you know, the acne and the pore congestion and blackheads and whatnot. Here's the thing, is that fruit enzymes tend to be a little bit unstable in my opinion, especially in a jar packaging like this. And so I'm just personally not convinced that the fruit enzymes are going to do anything for your skin as much as say a glycolic acid toner would. This cleansing balm is very effective at removing makeup, I will give it that. It does completely melt down stubborn mascara, stubborn eyeliner, stubborn lipstick, like liquid lipstick. This definitely does take care of that. The issue that I have with this cleansing balm is the rinsing off process, the emulsification process. I will say that the emulsification step for this particular cleansing balm, it's not great. So once I massage this cleansing balm into my skin and I get off all the SPF, all the makeup, all the mascara, etc., it's time to create the emulsion by splashing my face with water a little bit and massaging it in even further. So I personally find that once I do that, this cleansing balm just gets really thick and goopy. It's just not pleasant. So difficult to rinse off. It takes me 4, 5, 6 passes with water to get it completely off my skin. It's a gorgeous product, but I really hate the fact that it takes me so long to rinse it off. It's just not fun for me. I want my skincare to be effortless. I don't want to sit there and spend forever scrubbing and rubbing at my skin trying to get a really thick, grippy, goopy cleansing balm off my skin. That's just not the point of a cleansing balm in my opinion. The whole point of introducing a cleansing balm into your routine is to simplify the makeup removing process to make it easier on your skin, because you're not harshly scrubbing at your skin with just a normal cleanser. You have this step to very easily and effortlessly melt away your makeup. But if in the emulsification step, I'm having to sit there and splash my face with water a million times and rub at my skin to try and get the cleansing balm off, it just defeats the purpose. So while I have used a significant amount of this cleansing balm, enough to clearly have a very strong opinion about it, I will continue to use it, but I definitely won't be repurchasing it because there are other cleansing balms that I like better that I'll get to in this video, and it's just not worth it for me because, like I said, I want my skincare to be effortless, and the fact that this cleansing balm is so hard to rinse off really deters me from using it. That's not to say that Glow Recipe doesn't make other amazing products. Their Watermelon PHA BHA Pore Tight Toner, amazing. I love that product. But as far as this cleansing balm goes, it's a no for me. I just did not enjoy it, and I didn't like it. Can we talk about my mug? It's a Musée mug, how cute. All right, next we have Farmacy Green Clean. And if you've been watching my channel, it will come as no surprise that this is the clear winner out of the 3 products that I'm going to talk about today. From a textural standpoint, it's very firm compared to the Glow Recipe Sorbet Cleansing Balm. This one is very firm. It doesn't have the same squishy soft texture. You do need to melt it down into your hands before you apply it to your face from my personal experience. So what I'll do is I'll take a scoop of this onto my hands and kind of warm it up in my palms, and then I'll massage it into my skin. As for the Glow Recipe cleansing balm, you could technically take a scoop of it and then apply the scoop to your face directly and then massage it in. That's not what I personally do. I just am in the habit of warming things up into my hands before applying it to my face, but you could do that. This cleansing balm smells really bright and really fruity. I really like the scent of it. This has a really beautiful silky texture to it, and it does melt down makeup completely seamlessly. This doesn't sting or irritate my eyes, and best of all, it rinses away completely cleanly with very minimal effort. So interestingly, in addition to the other kind of emulsifier ingredients in here, this also contains papaya enzymes, just like the Glow Recipe cleansing balm. But like I said with the Glow Recipe cleansing balm, I don't see results from any fruit enzymes in here. This does contain citrus essential oils, which normally would freak me out because citrus essential oils and I do not get along. We are not friends at all. But because this is a wash-off product, I personally don't experience any irritation from it. But if you are someone who is very sensitive to essential oils, or you just prefer fragrance-free skincare, this is something you need to be a little bit more cautious of. I quickly want to address the polyethylene in here. So polyethylene is a type of, technically a microplastic, which are terrible for the environment. Super, super bad for the environment because it accumulates in the waterways and it just completely wreaks havoc on the environment. But in this particular cleansing balm, the polyethylene is actually used as a thickening agent. There's no particles in here, like tangible particles to exfoliate the skin, which is generally what a microplastic is used for in cleansers. So I just want to say that although it does contain polyethylene, it's not the polyethylene that you think of when you think of polyethylene in terms of the microplastic. So because these polyethylene molecules are very, very small, it's not going to have the same horrendous effect onto the environment as, say, a larger polyethylene microbead. And then lastly, we have the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. So this is by far the most gentle option because it doesn't contain essential oils and it doesn't contain any fragrance. This is quite a boring cleansing balm. It doesn't have the same fun textural experience as the Glow Recipe cleansing balm. It doesn't have the fun scent of the Farmacy cleansing balm. It's white in color. It's just a normal, boring cleansing balm. I would compare the texture to be something between the Glow Recipe and the Farmacy cleansing balms, because Glow Recipe is very squishy, Farmacy is quite firm. This Clinique cleansing balm falls in between those two. This rinses away very cleanly. I don't have to fight with it. It doesn't irritate my eyes. It's just really nice. If it were a little bit more fragrance, in my opinion, which I know is so crazy because I used to be all about fragrance-free skincare. But the thing is that I want my skincare to be fun. Like, I want it to be enjoyable. And so I do prefer the Farmacy Green Clean over the Clinique cleansing balm because this one is just more fun. I like my skincare to be fun and enjoyable because skincare is part of my personal self-care routine. It's how I prepare for the day. It's how I unwind at night. And so I want my skincare to be something that I look forward to. And I just don't look forward to using this because it's just boring. I had initially bought this cleansing balm because I was in a pinch. I was out of town. I needed a cleansing balm. I hadn't packed one. And so I ran to the nearest Sephora and I picked this one up because it was the smallest one I could find and it was the cheapest one I could find. I don't regret buying it at all. I think it's great as like a travel option because it's so tiny, you know, compared to the Green Clean. It's much, much smaller, and especially compared to the Glow Recipe one, it's way smaller. So I don't regret buying this. I think this is a great option if you have really sensitive skin that just cannot tolerate any sort of fragrance, any sort of essential oils. If you're one of those people that just really is into fragrance-free skincare, this is a really nice cleansing balm. I can't find anything wrong with it besides the fact that it's just not my personal taste. So as far as rankings go, if you haven't figured it out by now, at the bottom of the pile is Glow Recipe's cleansing balm. I'm sorry, I really wanted to like it, I really did, but I just found myself being really disappointed by it every time I used it because it's just such a pain in the butt to rinse off. Next up in the middle is the Clinique cleansing balm. It's really nice. There's nothing wrong with it from a formulation standpoint, from a textural standpoint. It's just not my favorite because it's kind of boring. And then my favorite one out of the three, and my favorite one period, is the Farmacy Green Clean cleansing balm. This one takes the cake. It's just a gorgeous sensorial experience. It smells really nice, has a great texture, and it rinses away really cleanly. It doesn't irritate my skin, doesn't irritate my eyes, takes off makeup perfectly. There's nothing wrong with this in my opinion. So this video has been kind of fun to film. I kind of love, you know, having products compete with each other. I think it's just really interesting to see where certain products fall short in comparison to other products, because while the Clinique cleansing balm is a great cleansing balm and there's nothing wrong with it, I definitely prefer the Farmacy one over this one. And so when you compare products to each other is when you can really tell your own personal preferences. So I would love to do this video again with 3 different cleansing balms. So if you have any recommendations for cleansing balms that you think I would love or even hate, definitely let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be picking some of them up and filming another video like this one comparing 3 different cleansing balms all over again. With all that being said, thank you all so much for watching and spending this time with me. Have a beautiful week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!